It's time for our next edition of the Celebrity Dusty Dads. So Nas is our next contestant. Yay. Now, I do realize that speaking about a rapper who's a deadbeat will open up the floodgates and lead you all to tell me other deadbeat rappers. I get it. I know that I am opening up myself to those comments. So just go ahead, drop them in the comment section. I will have content for uh, years. My children will be driving. So, but let's talk about Nas. Nas has admitted that he most likely wasn't the best father to one of his children, one of his two children, anyways. Let's check this. The rap legend's confession came on his new Runaway collaboration with Swiss Beats. The emotive song, which contains a sample of Sun Little's Your Heart Will Blow Me Away When My Heart Aches, finds Nas conceding that he didn't do the best job at raising his daughter, Destiny Jones, who was born in June 1994, just months after Nas dropped his debut album, Illmatic, at the tender age of 20. He says in the song, "All I imagine sometimes under sunshine or vacation, things I did in my hood situations, oh well, probably was a bad father to my firstborn, love her to death, but I ain't been home since my first song. Provided for her, but money can't replace a father for her." He says, "Probably was a bad father to my firstborn. Love her to death, but ain't been home since my first song." I would erase probably, because if you haven't been home since your first song, I would go ahead and say yes. Yes, definitely, you are not a good dad. So this is his first child, Destiny Jones, who he had with Carmen Bryan. Despite his admitted shortcomings as a parent, Nas continues his verse by expressing his love and adoration for Destiny, as well as his 13-year-old son, Knight, with his ex-wife, Khalees. He says, "Plus, I got a son, blessed with kids. Yeah, man, I adore them. And I was sure I was going to leave this life too fast. Guardian angels came down and saved my ass." So he has these kids. And he just knew he was going to leave life fast. So instead of spending time with them, he makes raps instead. Runaway is hardly the first time Nas has owned up to his parental failings on wax. The 49-year-old famously reflected on the challenges of being a single father, a famous one no less, on his 2012 Life is Good song, Daughters. He says in the song, "A box of condoms on her dresser, then she Instagrammed it. At this point, I realized I ain't the strictest parent. I'm too loose. I'm too cool with her. Should have drove more time to school with her. I thought I dropped enough jewels on her." So this is part of the rap. But if he is a deadbeat, how are you dropping any jewels? How? You're too busy making your raps. So instead of making the raps and then just finding out these things based on Instagram, maybe you should have been a more active parent. Daughters earned two nominations at the 2013 Grammy Awards for Best Rap Song and Best Performance, while Life is Good delved deeper into Nas' personal life, notably his divorce from Khalees. As for Knight, Nas and Khalees became embroiled in a bitter custody battle over their son following their divorce in 2012. In 2018, Khalees accused her ex-husband of mental and physical abuse during their turbulent 5-year relationship. She also criticized Nas' parenting skills, saying, "A parent isn't about showing up when you feel like it. You can't not show up for months and then show up to try to make your own visitation schedule." Then Nas responded in an open letter on Instagram in which he denied Khalees' allegations of abuse and accused her of exploiting the Me Too movement. So if we hear Khalees' side, he's also a deadbeat tonight. I don't know for sure. Once the kids are old enough, they will start talking. Anyways, go ahead, jump in the comments. Let me know what you think about this one. Like, comment, share. So it's time for the next edition of Celebrity Dusty Dads. Today's submission is Brad Pitt. This comes because his adopted son, Pax, had some social media posts that resurfaced. So let's get into this. Pax Jolie Pitt has had it out for his father, Brad Pitt, since 2016. The adopted 19-year-old son of the award-winning actor and his ex-wife, Angelina Jolie, reportedly slammed his dad via a bitter social media tribute for Father's Day in 2020. "Happy Father's Day to this world-class a-hole," Pax wrote more than 3 years ago in an Instagram post story, alongside a picture of Brad receiving an Oscar for Best Supporting Actor. So here's the post in its entirety. "Happy Father's Day to this world-class a-hole. You time and time again prove yourself to be a terrible and despicable person. You have no consideration or empathy towards your four youngest children who tremble in fear when in your presence. You will never understand the damage you have done to my family because you are incapable of doing so. You have made the lives of those closest to me a constant hell. You may tell yourself and the world whatever you want, but the truth will come to light someday. So happy Father's Day, you effing awful human. Okay. So something popped off back in 2016 when Brad, who was allegedly abusive towards his ex-wife and two of his children when they were on board a private jet. So remember, Angelina and Brad got together when they were on the set of Mr. and Mrs. Smith. He was having an affair, and they got together and they became Brangelina. So I'm sure Jennifer Aniston is looking at this like this might be her karma, but that's neither here nor there. So they tied the knot in 2014 before filing for divorce in 2016. So it was a very short marriage. It was finalized 3 years later. They also share an oldest child, Maddox. Pitt hasn't been seen in a photograph with any of his kids since Jolie filed for divorce from him in 2016 following the infamous plane altercation. The 59-year-old was investigated by the FBI regarding the alleged abuse. However, he never faced any kind of criminal charges. In court documents filed by Jolie in October 2022, the Maleficent actress insisted her children were traumatized by the actions she claimed took place while he was under the influence of alcohol. So this dude is a dusty and, yes, I guess an alcoholic. This is wild. Pitt allegedly choked one of the children and struck another in the face, as stated in the filing, which also said he grabbed Jolie by the head and shook her. At one point, he poured a beer on Jolie. At another, he poured a beer and wet red wine on the children, the shocking court document detailed, though a source close to Pitt claimed at the time that all of Jolie's accusations were completely untrue. So Pax's social media post was old, more than 3 years old. But this posting is new because this just happened. So their daughter, Zahara Jolie Pitt, just crossed over as an AKA. So Brangelina's daughter, Zahara, has been attending Spelman College and most recently has joined the AKA sorority. Everyone is over the moon for her, but many eagle-eyed fans noticed a detail about her induction video that shines a light on her relationship with Brad. So here is the video of her doing a dance as she is introduced as she crosses over. And in the video, we see Zahara enthusiastically screaming, "My name is Zahara Marley Jolie." That's right, it seems as though she dropped the Pitt from the name, making it Zahara Jolie. There have been musings that Zahara and her father are more on the estranged side, especially since he seemed quite shocked about her college news when asked about it in an interview. But for her mother, Angelina, it's no secret that she's her daughter's biggest cheerleader. So, yes, with these two put together and things that we have seen, well, not seen as far as there's no pictures of them since 2016, that shows that they probably are estranged and that maybe some of these musings about him being an alcoholic and having rage issues are actually true. The children and their lack of reaching out, considering they are older, does speak volumes. So Brad Pitt is now in the Celebrity Dusty Dads series. You guys go ahead, drop the names of the people that I should be looking into. Yes, I know Elon Musk is up there. I will get to him, I promise, when I get a chance to pull out some construction paper and a pen. But any other names, go ahead, drop them. Who should I be looking into? Like, comment, share.